What's good, YouTube? Welcome to day 97 in the journey. Today, I woke up to a very unexpected notice, which was that I got a DMCA from Shopify, or not from Shopify, but from my competitor, because, yeah, they made me take down my product because I think I either copied their ads or like their UGC content or their product images or like stuff like that, which sucks. So we're no longer running that product. Um, we're gonna have to move on to bigger and better things, but that's okay because I have faith that we are gonna find an even better product. So these next couple days, what the plan is we're gonna be studying up, and we're also gonna be looking for some new products or a new product. But for me, my goal right now is to just absorb as much information as I can. Right now, actually, I'm watching this little AI commerce course from Cartier Noah. He's got some sauce. So I'm just watching his little crash course overview. He's been in ecom for a while, so he's got some good sauce to share. But yeah, so we're no longer running that product anymore, and we're on the hunt for a new product. So the last couple days honestly haven't been that great. This last week, like the last 7 days, bro, it's been bad. I've been like, my mental is just not locked in. I've been wasting a lot of time and just not super focused on ecom. And I feel really unmotivated and just stuff like that. But I know I was expecting to hit like a low point. I wouldn't even say that this is really a low point. Honestly, I just haven't been doing the work that I need to do. And really, I haven't had a low point in ecom. Like, not a low point that stands out, at least. Obviously, I've had like my high points where I've had like $200 days. I think my best day was $210, and that was a super high point. I was super excited, but I haven't had really like a really low point where I've been like contemplating quitting or like just anything like that. Like, I've never really had a low point. I'm a pretty stable person mentally, which is really good because ecom is, you can get super emotional in ecom. You know, you have like really high number days in terms of revenue, and then you have really low number days, and then like it's a constant roller coaster. You know, you're never really stable financially wise. So I think having a strong mindset is super important, and that's one thing I'm really good at. That's a strength of mine, is I don't get angry easily. I don't get upset very easily. I think very logically most of the time. And those are all super useful things to have in ecom. So I'm super grateful that I have those skills. But obviously, I also have a bunch of skills that I need to learn and work on, because we all have our strengths and weaknesses. And yeah, so I'm happy that I have the strengths that I have, but I also know that I need to work on my weaknesses, which I have been working on a lot, especially a couple of them. Like one of my weaknesses, since I talked about my strengths, I'll talk about my weaknesses as well. One of my greatest weaknesses is, and it's gonna sound like really strange to some of you, I think, but my number one weakness that I've never really talked about is not being able to communicate properly. That is a really, really big weakness that I have, and I've really never talked about it to anybody. Um, Yo, that is crazy. My weakness is communication, and I've never talked about it to anybody. Like, it makes sense, right? It makes sense. That's crazy. That just clicked. But yeah, I never really talked to anybody about like how I feel or like what I'm thinking about. I'm just sometimes I want to, but I never can get what I'm saying across to make them understand, you know. And communication also ties into like networking and like, you know, making friends and stuff like that. That's something I have struggled with my whole life actually. Um and I've never really talked about it. This is actually one of the first times that I can remember that I've actually brought it up. So there's improvement, you know? That's how I think about it, at least. Um, but yeah, communication is a very core skill as humans. It's how we connect, and um, it's how humans understand each other through stories and through transferring information and stuff. So that's really a core skill that I need to work on, and I have been working on it, but it takes time, lots of time to develop. So there's my strengths and one of my weaknesses. And yeah. So I know I'm gonna make it in ecom. I I'm the type of person who won't quit. I'm the type of person who, even though it's hard and it's gonna take lots of time and I'm gonna have highs and lows, I'm the type of person that is gonna stick through with it. And I'm the type of person who is not average in some ways. So this is definitely a different type of video than what you guys are used to probably. Um, but yeah, man, I just need to get back onto the grind, because in my first 2 months of ecom, I was working every day, 12, 14 hours a day, just studying and learning and and trying to absorb as much information as possible. But these last like 3 weeks, honestly, I've slowly been spending less time on ecom. I've been, honestly, I hate to say it, but I've been playing like video games and stuff, and I've been on social media, and it's just not been good. So, first step is understanding where you're going wrong. Second step is trying to avoid the difficulties, I guess. So, here we go. It's time to put my foot on the gas a bit, start absorbing some more information, start taking notes, start implementing a bit more. And I know I'm gonna make it, it's just a matter of time. So, and one last thing I'll say is, damn, it's already been 10 minutes. One last thing I'll say is, I think in ecom, most of you guys probably already know this, but well, not even for ecom, I think for learning any skill, it takes a lot of time, effort, and money. Those are the 3 things that learning a new skill takes, especially direct marketing. or direct response marketing, I think. But because you have to learn all this information and then implement it and then lose a bunch of money. And yeah, I'm already down like $1,000 or something. Probably more than that actually. No, I think I'm down like $2,000 or $3,000. Yeah, it's pretty cooked. But you know, in like a year from now, $2,000 or $3,000 isn't gonna mean anything. Um, so I'm not really worried about it. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to yap for too long, but this was definitely a different video, and it feels good kind of saying that stuff. Um, you know, my strengths and weaknesses and what type of person I am. I honestly never really shared that stuff with anybody, so it's kind of relieving saying it for once. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. But peace out, y'all. I'll catch you on tomorrow's video. So keep on grinding. Key 4 is here. So time to put your foot on the gas. Let's get this shit.